Today the topic is GSM. GSM stands for Global System for Mobile Communication. So here the concept is about 2G technology, 3G technology, and coming to the first concept from the fourth chapter, that is advantages of digital cellular system. What is a digital cellular system and what are the advantages of using the digital cellular system? Let us start with what is GSM. So GSM is nothing but it's a global system for mobile communication, which is a standard. It was developed by ETSI, which stands for European Telecommunication Standards Institute. This is mainly developed to describe the protocols for 2G technology, that is second generation digital cellular networks, which are used by mobile devices such as mobile phones and tablets. So what is GSM in communication? So it's a standard, it just specifies how 2G cellular networks will operate, and it was a significant improvement over the first generation cellular systems and represented a transition from analog to digital communications. So from analog to digital communication, to make a changes from the first generations, we are using the 2G technologies, which are the advantages of digital cellular system. So coming to the advantages of digital cellular system, it has increased capacity and it has more security, and the TDMA CDMA will offer more channel in the same unlocked cellular bandwidth and encrypted voice and data. The transmission power is less and it has limited interference. So these are the advantages of using digital cellular system. And who uses GSM means mainly there are two main networks along with mobile virtual network operators that will run on the GSM network, that those are AT&T and T-Mobile. So what you can take the best example of GSM is it is used which uses mobile stations, that is our mobile phones, base substations, which are towers, we'll call it as, and network systems. These are the these technologies, these are the networks which are used by the GSM technology. And the mobile station, it consists of basic mobile access point or the mobile phone, and the links the mobile phones with the GSM network for the communication. So these are the advantages of digital cellular system and the GSM technology. The most obvious advantage of GSM system is it's widespread throughout the world. So according to GSM, it has more spectrum, which means even different countries, they may operate on different frequency bands. Users can transfer seamlessly between networks and keep the same number. So you can also install the GSM, but the GSM is not same as it is 2G technology, but it is different from the 4G technology. As 4G technology, it is LTE, which stands for long-term evolution, which is faster than the 3G technology. So GSM technology, it uses time division multiple access technique to transmit the data. Okay, this is about GSM and advantages of digital cellular system. And coming to the next concept, it is what are the services and features used by the GSM. The first service, it is coming to the services. The first one, it is telephone services. That is, you can take it for emergency calling and for fax. You also have circuit packet switching networks and tele services. Next, second one, data services. The data services means it is limited to only 1 to 3 layers of OSI reference model. In OSI means open system interconnect, in which you'll be having 7 layers. Out of those 7 layers, only to the first 3 layers it is limited, these data services. The third one, it is supplementary ISDN services. What are supplementary ISDN services means? It includes SMS, which are digital in nature, and it also includes call diversion, caller identification, and SMS, which has 60 characters in it. Okay, these are the services of GSM. And coming to the features, there are two main features in GSM. The first one is SIM and the second one is privacy. So SIM means it's subscriber identity module, which is our SIM card, which stores the data, 4-digit ID. personal data. And the second one, it is privacy. So privacy is more important because this particular thing we have to be more careful. So this privacy is possible by encrypting the digital bit stream sent by GSM transmitter. That is cryptography type of uh, technology has been used here. Whatever the data, the digital data stream we are sending from the GSM transmitter, it should be encrypted according to secret cryptographic key that will be known only to the cellular carrier. That is, if the transmitter, if you want to transmit the data, that data has to be encrypted with some secret key. We'll be calling the technology as cryptography, that can be known to the transmitter and also the carrier and also at the receiver side. So that if the transmitter, whatever the data he is transmitting, that particular data has to be received correctly to the designed receiver. So this particular key, it will changes with the time for each user. And every GSM manufacturer, he has to sign memory of understanding, MOU. It's a bond between different countries in order to share the information between from one country to the other country. So this explains the GSM services and features, and introduction about GSM system and the advantages of digital cellular system. Okay. And what is the function of GSM system means? It's an open and digital cellular technology which is used to transmit mobile, voice, and data services that may be operating from 850 megahertz, 900, 1800 megahertz, and 1900 megahertz frequency bands. GSM technology was developed as digital system using, as I told you, TDMA technique for communication purposes. And in the next presentation, I'll describe you what is the architecture of GSM and what are the functions in it and what are the various interfaces that are used in GSM and all that one. Okay. And about GSM, actually GSM, it's a 2G network, as I have already explained you. It was developed due to the drawbacks in the first generation, analog cellular systems. It was actually the GSM standard. It is described as a digital one, that is circuit switched network, which is optimized for full duplex voice telephone services. So first by circuit switched transport, then to packet data transport via GPRS and edge systems, which are 4G technologies. And you'll be having 3G, 4G, 5G standards, and in 3G also 3GPP, that is project oriented generations. Those are. So this is about GSM. Thank you.